Hi everyone, welcome to episode 4 of my 6-part series on baked donuts. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Baking Diva. And I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Today is episode 4 of my 6-part series on what, Lucas?
Baked donuts.
That's correct, baked donuts. Baked donuts are healthier than frying, they're easier to make, and we love them. They're more like a cake type donut, but they're so good. So, should we get started? I think so. Before we do, Lucas is going to tell you what kind of donuts we're making for you today.
Cotton candy.
What? I don't think they heard you.
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy. Baked cotton candy donuts, and they are so delicious. But before we begin, I want to tell you an interesting fact about cotton candy. And I bet a lot of people do not know this. And let me read it to you. If you want to know, well, first of all, do you all know what cotton candy is? You know, that candy, that you see at the carnivals and on the boardwalk and at the circus. Well, cotton candy is a spun sugar confection that resembles what? What's it look like, Lucas?
Cotton?
Cotton, that's correct. And it usually contains small amounts of a flavoring or a food coloring. And anyway, the candy is made by heating and liquefying sugar. And then you spin it centrifugally through minute holes, and it finally allows the sugar to rapidly cool and re-solidify to these big strands. But the big thing I wanted to tell you about, and this I think is going to surprise everybody.
Grandma, I know when it was first made. 1897?
Let me see. You're correct. Okay, he does his homework, this kid. Machine spun cotton candy was invented. Now wait to hear this one. In 1897.
I got it correct.
What? You got it correct, yeah. And it was invented by a dentist. Can you believe that? His name was William Morrison, and a confectioner, John Morton. And wait to hear this one. They first introduced the cotton candy to a wide audience. Oh, here goes our clock. At the 1904 World's Fair. And Lucas, do you know what they called it? They didn't call it cotton candy. What'd they call it?
Fairy floss.
Fairy floss. And it was very successful. And at that fair, they sold 68,655 boxes at, do you know how much a box?
25.
25 cents a box. And then in 2018, they sold it for $6.97 a box. So that's just a little trivia, right, on cotton candy. So should we get going? Yes, we should. All right, here we go. My assistant is going to help me here. So, the first thing we're going to need is, you can't make baked donuts without what, Lucas? Show them.
A pan with Pam.
Right. You can't make baked donuts without a donut pan. They come in the regular size like this, and they come in a miniature size.
And you get some Pam and spray it on.
Right.
For the donuts don't stick.
And even though this is a non-stick pan, I always spray a little bit of non-stick spray on it, just to be on the safe side. You can sometimes find these pans in the store. They're very inexpensive. But if you can't, I'll put the link down below in the description box. Yes, it is. With a link for Amazon if you want to order it. So can you put that back over there? Now, what do we need, assistant? A bowl. We need a large bowl. Put the bowl down. All right. So let me get my directions out here so we don't make any mistakes. All right, the first thing we're going to do is grease the donut pan, as we showed you. And in this bowl, we are going to put, wait a minute, no. You have to put them in a sequence. I'm going to let you put them in. We need 2 2/3 cups of all-purpose flour. So gently put that in so it doesn't poof all over. Oh my goodness, we're off to a bad start. Get the dish towel over there, Lucas. Give it to me. What happened? I said gently put it in. Oh well, accidents happen. Let's go. So we're going to put in 2 2/3 cups, put that in gently, of all-purpose flour.
That was gently for sure.
Now we're going to put in our 2 teaspoons of baking powder. We're going to add to that 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Wait, you got to put all that in. Put it in nice.
No, Grandma. This is gently.
Okay, now the salt. Put the salt in and put that over there. This over there. You're being silly today. So now we have in there the baking powder, the flour, and the salt. So just take the whisk and gently whisk that around. And then you're going to put that bowl aside. Okay. Now, after he gets that incorporated, okay, that's good. Give that to me. Take this smaller bowl. Just going to mix this around. We're going to put this bowl aside over here. Now he has a smaller bowl. Okay. Smaller bowl, you're going to put 1 cup of whole milk.
These are all wet ingredients.
That's right. And now, I bought this from Amazon. Actually,
Some cotton candy?
the brand name on this is Hobbyland, and it's cotton candy flavoring. It's like almond or vanilla extract. It's an extract, but it happens to be cotton candy flavoring. I can't find it in any of the stores, so I found it on Amazon. So what we need to put in there is a 1/2 teaspoon.
Pour it?
Here's a 1/2 teaspoon. Here we go. Smell it over the bowl. Does it smell like cotton candy? Put it in the milk. And just take this spoon and just mix it a little bit. Easy. Over our mixer. Pull that over here, a little bit over in front of you. Okay, that's good. We don't want to cover your face. Okay, now, in our mixer, and you can use a hand mixer if you want. I just always use my stand mixer. We're going to put in there our butter. And we are putting in there a 1/2 stick of softened butter. Here, Lucas, can you put that in? Make sure you get it all in. We're going to add in some oil, right? Here I have just some canola oil. So put 1/4 of a cup, that's good. 1/4 of a cup of this canola oil in. And we're going to add our granulated sugar. That is 1 cup of granulated sugar. Get that all in there, Lucas. Okay, so after we did that, we're going to beat it. Okay, it's supposed to be light and fluffy. Now we're going to add to that, turn it off. We're going to add
2 eggs.
The eggs, 2 eggs, and we're going to mix that just till it's all incorporated. I put it on, and we're going to get that all incorporated. Now while he's doing that, I'm going to bring over my dry mixture that we did in the beginning of the video. Is it all mixed? Not yet? Okay, we can stop it now. So if you remember from the beginning of the video, we have our dry mixture, And then we have our wet mixture. That was our milk and our cotton candy flavoring. So what we have to do, and this is important, listen Lucas, we're going to alternate these. We're going to put a little bit of the flour in, and Lucas is going to mix it, wait a minute, mix it slowly. Then we're going to put a little of this in. Then this and this. I'm going to put some of that in. Go ahead, more. Just remember, alternate your dry and your wet. Hurry up. Get it. Yes, it's a mountain. Get it in. Because we're getting it all over. No. Just... Okay, stop the mixer. I'm going to add in a little bit of the liquid. Okay, now mix that.
It's like most of the whole thing.
Yeah, get that mixed in. Just alternate. Dry, wet, dry, wet. So we're going to keep doing this until we get all the dry and all the wet mixture in. A little faster. Okay. Lucas is taking a little break. He'll be back later when we show you how we put the pièce de résistance on those donuts. But right now we have the donut batter here. And I'm going to take my sprayed donut pan. And I like to pipe my batter into my donut pan. So I always take a tall glass. I always show everybody, it's a little tip of mine. I do it all the time when I'm baking a cake or whatever. I take my piping bag and a spoon, and I spoon my donut batter into the piping bag. It just works so much easier when you do it this way. Look how simple it is to just spoon that batter into the bag. Okay. These are really very easy to make. You know, Lucas and I have a little fun with it. We create some bonding time. But if you're doing this by yourself and you're not doing a video, they're really very simple to make. So, all right, I filled up my piping bag with the batter. And I'm going to take my donut pan, just lift up the piping bag like this. If you don't have a piping bag, you don't have to go out and buy one. You can use a Ziploc bag and just take a scissor and clip off the corner of it. So you want to always twist the top of your piping bag. So when you're piping the batter in, it doesn't all come squirting out the top. All right, it's already coming out. So I'm going to take my pan and I'm going to fill these about 3/4 of the way full. And I'm just going to go around in a circle. Look how easy that is to do. You can do it with a spoon if you want, but it really comes out a lot easier like this. I'll do another one. So easy. And the batter is so nice and smooth. Look at that. Perfect. Isn't that nice? So I'm going to keep on filling all these donut wells, and when I'm done, I'm going to put them in the oven. Now you're going to put them in that 400-degree oven, and I would say check them after 10 minutes and see what they look like, because they could take anywhere from maybe 10 to 15 minutes to bake. And to tell how they're done, you can just press your finger on the top of the donut, and if it feels spongy and it springs back, they're all finished. So stay tuned. I'll take these out of the oven. I'll cool them on a cooling rack, and once they're cool, I'll come back and I'll show you how we make these look like super duper cotton candy baked donuts. So don't go away. I took the donuts out of the oven. I tested them at 10 minutes. These are a very moist cake-like donut. Now, as you can see, the brown side, Lucas will hold one up for you. The part that is brown, is the bottom of the donut. Now, if you can turn them over, Lucas, turn one over and hold it up a little bit. Okay, and that's the top of the donut. Now, I'm going to show you how we
are going to frost it on the white side.
Yes, we're going to frost it on the white side because what we're going to do will show up much better on the white side. I have the second batch in the oven. you will get 12 of these donuts out of that batter. We're back, and as we showed you in the clip, after 10 minutes, the bottom of the donut is brown like this, and the top is light, but they're cooked. So anyway, we're gonna make a fun cotton candy glaze for these. So let me put this aside for now. I'm gonna take this small bowl.
The bowl.
And what I'm gonna put in this bowl is 1 tablespoon of melted butter. And I've melted that, so let me put that in. I'm also gonna put in there 1½ cups of confectioner's sugar. Okay. To that, I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of milk. Now, if you need 1 or 2 more tablespoons of milk after you've mixed this, that's fine. You can always add it. We're going to also add 1 tablespoon of corn syrup. Okay, let me get that in there. Okay, the corn syrup in. It's 1 tablespoon of corn syrup. Very sticky. Okay, that in. All right, and I think it's last but not least, we're going to put in 1/4 teaspoon of, once again, our cotton candy flavoring.
Does it taste like cotton candy flavoring too?
Mm-hmm. It's 1/4 teaspoon. Now this is going to be a very subtle cotton candy flavor. This is not going to be an all-in-your-face cotton candy. I'm going to put a drop more. It's not going to be an all-in-your-face cotton candy flavoring. It's not going to be real strong. So let's mix this. Get this into a nice little glaze. Once we get the lumps out, all right, this is coming good. All right. Now, Lucas, you bring over those donuts for a minute. The tray of donuts. Over there. All right. Now, I have it nice and smooth here. Now, what we want to do to make this look cotton candy-like is I put a piece of parchment paper under there, so whatever any of the icing drips through, it won't be all over the island. All right. So now, Lucas, do you have any toothpicks over here? Okay, he's all prepared. All right. So what I'm going to do is cotton candy. I like pastel colors. Okay, for cotton candy. So I'm going to have some pink gel coloring and some blue gel coloring. You can use
Any
liquid food coloring if you like, but I think the colors come out much nicer in the gels. So Lucas is going to help me, but for now, give me a toothpick because we want to see how this comes out. We don't want to put a lot in because we don't want vivid colors. We want pastels. Bring your donut over here. Get it ready. Your donuts have to be cool.
Well, then can I mix it?
Sure. This is a little gel-like, so I'm just going to put a little bit. This is strong. Look at this.
It actually looks like hair gel, kind of.
Yeah. Oh.
It's thick like hair gel.
I'm going to take, woo!
It's not coming out. It's too strong.
There we go. Oh, here it goes. You only need a little bit.
I want to mix it.
Well, wait a minute. I want to try something. All right, look what I'm going to do. I'm going to swirl it with the toothpick. I don't know if you can see it, but we're swirling it.
Oh, wait. Yeah, we don't have our cameraman, so...
Yeah, we don't have our cameraman today. All right. We'll try this another way.
It looks like strawberries.
Yeah, now you're going to take, Lucas,
The blue.
some blue. Here. This is much gooier, so just put a little bit and swirl it like on one side, like over here.
Just much more
Over here. Yeah, swirl it. That's it. Yeah. This one's getting a little solidified. That's good. Now, oh, that's perfect. Put a little bit more over here.
It's like
Yeah, move it.
water.
That's perfect.
It's water marble.
It is beautiful. That's perfect. All right, now what we're going to do is I'll do the first one, and then Lucas is going to do another one. We're going to take, you can do whatever you want, but I'm going to take the light side.
You're going to take the
And
light
I'm
side
going to just put it in.
Put it in.
We're only doing one side of the donut. Swirl it around a little. Whoa, look at that. Let me put it down. It's like a marble effect, and it's blue and pink. It looks just like cotton candy. Yeah, okay, Lucas is making a very dark one. We want to get some pink in there. All right, go ahead, Lucas. Now we have a little too dark, but you do one like that. Swirl it a little. Don't drop it. Swirl. Okay, now pick it up. Let it drip in the dish a little bit. Lucas is mostly blue. All right, put it down. No, don't jump. All right, now we have something we're going to show you. If you want, we picked up, I think it was in the dollar store, a bag of rainbow cotton candy, and it has all colors in it.
It was a dollar store.
So here, you hold the pink. All right, what we might do is, because Lucas made his so dark, you're just going to take, no, not little pieces like that. You're going to take a little, like a glob of it like this, and while the donut's wet, just stick a piece on, and these look like true, yours is too small. These look like true, cool, that's too big.
You just told me it was too small?
Yeah, that's good, that's good. And we even have some yellow in here we could put on some of them. Little piece, we don't want, whoops, here. I'm going to put a little yellow one.
Oh,
work on the next one.
I know.
Let me hold this up. Look at that. Look at that cotton candy donut. Isn't that cool? All right, wait a minute, Lucas. All right, we're going to do another one. Here you go. If you want to put the cotton candy on, it'll look like this. And if you want to leave it plain, which I kind of like, it'll be pastel colors like this. Yeah. All right, so Lucas and I are going to continue on icing. I think I have to make a new batch of icing because I don't like it to be solid blue. It's supposed to look like these pastel colors. So anyway, I'm going to continue doing a few more of these. And as soon as I get my sidekick back, we'll do a taste testing. Don't go away. Hey, so we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go down below and hit that subscribe. Make a comment. Give me a thumbs up because we have 2 more donut recipes to come. Lucas and I are going to do a taste testing now. So here we go. What do you think?
Tastes like a donut.
It tastes like a donut. Very, very subtle cotton candy flavor. So if you want a little stronger flavor, I'd say put a little bit more of the cotton candy flavoring in. Yeah. So anyway, we hope to see you again soon. Right, Lucas? Lucas seems to like that. And, okay. So have a great weekend, everybody. Love you. What do we say to them?